questions for Tree, Zeke, and Carmelo?
Tremendous amount of respect for Ohio. Obviously, you don't go to the Sweet 16 with guys like that if you're not a good team. Fortunately, we matched up well enough that we could take away some of their strengths, and our guys just showed tremendous toughness at the defensive end. I mean, sometimes we look like we're slopping it around on offense, but we played a great defensive game.
Questions for our student athletes? Go ahead, Ryan.
Carmelo's just getting his feet under him. I mean, he got his feet under. He was able to start, since he's quicker than most people, he started going by, taking pull-ups, taking smart shots. And he's just started playing without worry. I mean, he wasn't worried about mistakes, and he's, as Coach told me, just play. And that's what he did, and he started playing very well. He's played comfortably, didn't turn the ball over that much. I mean, he just played a phenomenal game as him in the point spot.
I think Coach D has put us in a position where everything is slowing down. We got good plays and everybody's doing their role, so it's been slowing down.
Hey, Demetrius, what did that technical do for you in the second half to get you guys fired up a little bit?
Me personally, I felt like it cranked me up about 4 or 5 notches. And as a team, I mean, as I cranked up, the team did also. So, I mean, it got us all into the game.
Thanks for doing that, Marla.
Let's just say after losing the guy who has run our offense on the court, I mean, I really don't know a lot of coaches that can do that in a week. I mean, he lost a crucial part of our working gear. I mean, working car. We lost a crucial piece, and for him to check out his game plan and talk to his coaches and find out alternatives to keep the car still rolling. I mean, that's nothing short of phenomenal, honestly. I mean,
Is that his best coaching job since you've been here too?
yeah, probably one of them. Yes, definitely. I mean, like, I can't really see a lot of coaches getting put in that position, and when Ohio is, one of our top rivalries and one of the highest scoring in our conference, and for us to play that well and that fluid with what happened just a week ago in 7 days. I mean, he did all the adjustments he needed to do, and we played within ourselves and not lose trust, and came out with our MAC conference championship.
Hey, Zeke, a week ago, we were afraid that this wasn't going to happen.
I wasn't afraid. I was more waiting for it to come. I mean, this whole year I've been trying to push for to get to this moment so I can get to the NCAA tournament and do something. So, from the past, I did have some anxiety, but I just started playing within myself, and we all came out and we got the victory.
Zeke or Tree, Carmelo, did you guys sense a little frustration about how you, as the second half went on the offensive end? Talk about what you sensed from them.
They started missing shots. They got desperate. We started playing really good defense, and you could see it in their faces. Their coach, he did a great job. When they took DJ Cooper out, that's when we really went and played great defense, got great stops, scored the ball.
I'm just happy about the win. This MVP of the tournament really doesn't mean nothing. Maybe 20 years from now it might mean something. But right now I'm just happy we won and we moving on to the NCAA tournament. I mean, I feel like I'm a versatile defender, so I mean, I feel like I can get the job done. He wouldn't put me out there on him if he didn't feel like I could do the job also.
See, you end up finishing 6-5 over the 4 years against PJ Cooper in Ohio. Can you talk about going up against them for 4 years and what it's like to take the last one up on them?
It feels great. I mean, I can't really say anything else. It feels great, especially after what they did last year. It feels even better because we had a chip on our shoulder ever since, we got that loss, and then they got to Sweet 16, made it hurt even more because we felt we should have been there. And now for us to, beat Kent State, then OU, for us to win the MAC championship makes it that much better for us to win. I'm trying to win the NCAA tournament, honestly. I feel like there's nothing that can stop us. I mean, you've seen the adversity we had to hit a week ago with losing our starting point guard, and we were still able to do what we need to do to get out wins. And that's what I feel like in the tournament, that's what we're going to do.
Considering the 1981 shoot that you guys had and overcoming Bruce Dallas, Penn State, and Ohio, do you have any idea what you guys might see in the tournament?
No.
I'm going to ask you. Yeah. What do you think?
None.
What were you and Cooper talking about before the second half tip?
Oh, I was telling him that I'm about to win this trophy right here. Yeah, pretty much. And, I mean, in so many words, yeah, sums it all up.
Like it.
He said some things back, man. I can't repeat that over the mic right now, man.
Anything else for our student athletes? Guys, let's get back to the locker room.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Dang.
Oh, man, come on, man. We need you, man. Stop playing.
You suck. All right, Coach D, I'm taking this with me. He's going to my house.
Questions for Coach Danbrow?
Hey, Coach, talk about the change in point when Nick came in and Carmelo goes down, just the energy that he gave your team, and actually showed a even more diversity point for your offense in that run.
You can see he's inexperienced. He makes some mistakes, but you got to live with him. I mean, he hasn't played there all year. But it was a good option. He's so big. He's he can throw over him a little bit. And then defensively it helps because you can switch all those ball screens. I think that was the key to the game. We played him the same way the last 4 times. And we've had more success because what most people can't afford to do is switch out on Cooper, and play him with their big guy and still be able to guard Keeley inside. So we made it a one-on-one game basically the whole game. And that's the way we've played him the last 4 times. It's much better than the alternative. And if you don't believe me, just watch everybody else that plays them.
Heath, you had the 6 straight trips to the championship game. The emotional arc.
7, I think.
7.
I don't want to get cheated. I mean, we didn't win many of them, so I'm just thankful we won.
Well, think about the emotional arc of those games, the kid from Miami making a shot. And of course, you won your share now too. I mean, where does this fit in the rating of satisfaction level of those teams?
This is the best one by far. I mean, the first one was great, don't get me wrong. But, to do what we did under the circumstances, you can't even compare it. It just is an unbelievable tribute to our players. I mean, it was a total team effort from, our trainer to our strength coach to our athletic director to our sports psychologist. It's just unreal how resilient everybody in the program was. Our secretary, I mean, we have a group of people that care about one another, and that's why we got through it, really.
Was there a point during the week where you said, we're going to do all right?
Yeah, I thought the last 2 days before the tournament, finally, I thought we were going to be all right. Especially the last day, we really practiced well, and we got our juice. We got our juice back. You could see it. We came to life. It was like It was like a scarecrow coming to life, It was weird. You could see it coming.
Terry?
What did you think was going to happen?
I didn't have any idea. I mean, they've beaten our brains in a couple times, you know, and we played some really close games a couple other times. One overtime game they beat us, and then they beat us last year when Walshy missed the jump shot in a very close game. We beat them twice this year. I thought, you know, the 2 games we beat them, they tired. You know, and I thought, again, they tired a little bit tonight. And we didn't play that deep a bench tonight. We kind of kept it simple, you know. But, you know, I had no idea what was going to happen, Terry. I didn't know. I knew one thing. I knew we would compete. And as long as we compete and we make enough shots and don't turn the ball over enough times, I know defensively we're very good.
At any point, did you sense Cooper getting frustrated at all with the way he was being handled?
Well, listen, every coach has been through it. When the ball doesn't go in the basket, it affects you in all aspects. Nobody is that strong-minded that they can withstand going 1 for 20 from the 3 line and it doesn't affect other aspects of their game. So, hey, Cooper had to work over tall guys, big guys the whole game. He didn't have any small guys on him. He had our biggest guys between Treadwell, Jake Kretzer, Harney, and then when we took the switch, Zeke. You know, that's tough. I mean, he had to work his tail off. And I think at some point, you know, he forced a little, and he didn't get it going early, which is key. You know, guys like that, when they get in that flow early, just look last night, they're hard to deal with.
Does this mean the Valentine approach is in?
Well, you got to have some hot sauce sometimes. I know that. And I had a little bit of hot sauce, but, you know, you got to know when to love them. You got to know when to massage them. You got to know when to kick them. And, you know, our guys are tough guys. I mean, they showed it. We can win in the tournament, too, now. If we got to get the right draw. You know, we were laughing, Coach Wygant and Coach McFadden, we said, yeah, we'll probably get somebody like VCU that presses all over the court without a point guard. That'd be interesting. But you got to stay positive, right? We'll get somebody that we can handle, hopefully.
Into that, your staff, this will be your 3rd time going. How much can you take from the time when you went to Spokane a couple of years ago in Chicago? How much can you take from that? And with your big man, to teach the other guys what's going to be expected when you reach the NCAA tournament after selection Sunday?
Well, I think the key is this is the best team that we're taking, right? Probably the second best team didn't go anywhere. That was, you know, Drew and Rome and Wood, you know, with the team that won 26 games. So we took a fairly inexperienced team the last couple times and a small team the last couple times. So, you know, we have to get better with Carmelo and Harney to really do some damage, and we need to shoot the ball in. We still aren't shooting the ball very well from outside, but physically we can match up with most people. So that gives you, I mean, look, we out-rebounded Ohio, which is a pretty good rebounding team, 44-27. And that's why we've won.
I know you've had to parse this a number of times this year, but in the context of this tournament and what's about to happen, talk about the impact you have on that defensive back line with Zeke and Tree. I mean, what dimension does that present to an opportunity?
Well, first off, let's talk about Tree first. He's multidimensional. He can guard any position on the floor. He's strong as an ox. His will to win is second to none. And then you have Zeke, who, you know, he just affects the game. Like early in the game, they got a bunch over him. You know, he was a little bit not right. And, you know, they got some over him, probably a little fresher. But late in the game, they couldn't get anything over him. So we'll never have another Zeke Marshall. I'm sorry, there's just not many. It's just kind of like when I had LeBron. I'm never going to coach another LeBron. I mean, that's just a freak. So we're never going to have a guy quite like Zeke, but we'll always build our team on defense. So it may be different. Like we kind of run everybody into Zeke now. Down the line, we'll probably not do as much of that. So that's why we can compete, because we can play at the defensive end. It's kind of like I told our radio guys. It's kind of like, hey, we're going to run it 3 times up the middle and maybe on 3rd down pass it and rely on our defense to win games. And that's pretty much what we do.
Next time you guys see Ohio, you should put one on the other side. Are you glad to see that?
Oh, he's one of the greatest players that college basketball has seen. You don't look at those numbers that he's put up are phenomenal. He can affect the game in so many different ways that, it's going to be good not to see him. That's for sure. I mean, he probably cost us 2 trips personally to the NCAA tournament, just him alone. He's made everybody on their team better. Now, they have a very good team, but without him, they wouldn't have been near the team that they were.
In the final minutes, did you get choked up at all, or are you just about thinking about that?
Now, a little better today than yesterday. I had a hard time yesterday, really. I thought, I thought just the residue from the other thing really still affected me. I was just so proud of how our guys battled back in the last 4 minutes. But tonight I just sniffed that NCAA tournament, that's all. So I wasn't really that emotional. Hold on. Let me go here first. Well, I think first and foremost, our school and our athletic department, our athletic director have put money in the program. Look, if you don't feed your family, they don't grow. And we put money into our program, and it's our opportunity still to take another step. We got to continue to put money in the program, which I know Tom will, and we'll fight for. And I got a big mouth now. This is my school where I went, where my mother was a professor, and I won't accept anything except greatness. And when I level off, I'm going to quit. So, we got to jump through that window that's open right now and try to take that next step. And that starts with recruiting. I think the other thing is we have stability in our program. We've lost guys like Shaka Smart, Lamont Paris, and Jeff Bowles, but we've also kept, Terry Wygant, Rick McFadden, and Charles Thomas played for us. So all these guys have played for us. So we have a very unique situation that most people don't have. Most of the time, coaches leave. I'm too damn old to leave, right? And this is where all my friends and family are. So, that helps you. So the stability and the combination of our campus and our school improving has made our program really good. Now we want to keep going and take it further. And I think we have all the ingredients to do that. And I think we have an administration that understands the importance of it. Yes, sir.
Any contact with Alex? Text message?
Yeah. I spent 2 hours with him a couple different times. Spent a couple hours with his mother. Most people that know me, look, if I err on any side, it's going to be on the side of young people and err on the side of compassion versus hardness. So, I'm not quitting on Alex Abreu. I'm going to do everything within my power to make sure that he cleans up and that he becomes the person that he should be, because he has a lot of great attributes. It's a good question. I think the one thing that I've felt all year long is that we never put it all together yet. I never thought we played as good as we could always play. And I still don't. We still slop it around like it's my dad, who's 82, you know how old people get, right? Every time I call him, he says, man, you guys are so bad passing and, so lackadaisical with the ball. I almost hate to call him because I don't even really want to hear it, but he knows a lot about basketball, and he's right. But I think those are things that we can correct. And we still haven't shot the ball great from outside yet. I think that's the other area that surprises me, because I feel like we're a pretty good shooting team.
Thank you, Keith.
Appreciate it.